Hey kids, this is Jack. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, of course, welcome aboard. We're going to do more Adventure Jungle Zoo. Specifically today, we're going to start work on a habitat for African elephants. I should tell you up front, if my voice sounds a little rough, that's because I have a bad cold right now. Honestly, I put off doing this video as long as I could just so that I could have my voice. So if my voice goes out in the middle of this video, or if I suddenly just stop it because I run out of juice, because I gotta tell you, I am not feeling good at all today. But be that as it may, I came up with this great vision for this elephant habitat, and I'm going to put it together today. And like a lot of people, like a lot of cliched situations, I came up with this in the shower, so I hope it works out. As usual, I did a little preliminary terraforming. You can see that. I think it's going to be pretty cool. So let's get started. Now, I'll be honest, I don't even know where to start with some of this stuff. I know what I want. What do I got? That one looks good. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do first. I'll show you exactly what I'm gonna do. Do I want to use that one? Or do I want to use that one? You know what, I'm going to use this one. Okay. Now what I want to do, very carefully, create a line of these logs. Alright, that's about 5 of them, right? Now, almost. Yeah, that's close enough. Alright. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically make a fence out of this. Alright, you see what I'm doing? I hope you can see what I'm doing. I can see what I'm doing. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I like it when the people watching can tell what it is that I'm putting together as I'm putting it together. Let's do this now. I need both of these. Boom, boom, and then we're gonna bring this down like that. Oh, come on. Let's do it again. I just want one more, I think. Yeah. Okay, so let's make this a solid object. Let's make this a solid object without picking up the trees, the trees that are 40 feet behind it. Alright, so, and this is what I want to do. I want to bring this over here. I want to bring this over here to about there. I think this is going to look freaking awesome when we're done with it. I do. I think it's just going to look freaking awesome. Alright. Let's bring this out just a touch, just to make sure. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make a line of these, and it's basically going to be the back wall of the entire thing. gonna let me copy them? Not unless I make it all one big thing. You know what? Fine. We will make it all one big thing. So anyway, you know, this is going to be the back wall of the elephant habitat, and that up there up front is going to be the front, and of course we got the sides, and we're going to have viewing areas and all that number. It's all going to be very impressive. Now there is one thing I want to do now that I've got this lined up and I know about where I'm putting it. One other thing I wanted to do. Let's get a 6, and we're going to, is that 6? Maybe I should I break it down to 4? You know what, I'm going to break it down to 4. It's just easier. Okay, so this is not the path I'm going to be using. What I'm going to be using for this, excuse me, sorry about that, guys. That's one of the things I was afraid of doing this while I was sick, was constantly coughing in your ear. I apologize ahead of time for doing that, okay? Alright. Nah, I don't want that. I don't want that. That has freaking grass in it, which is cool on the ground, but when it's in the air, it's not so cool. Alright. You know what? No. Yeah, what I want is a staircase? May have to be a staircase. Yeah, okay. It's gonna be a staircase. Let's put some railings on this thing. Railing on elevated. But not on this yet, because this is what we're gonna do. Alright, in fact, let's take the elevated off this. Okay, and it's got supports and everything. It's a big platform. That's cool. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do this. I want log. I want the log set. Let's see. That's an African set. We'll just go with the African theme. It'd be easier that way. And then we're going to turn off the blueprints. So, what I really want, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. We're going to get this lined up real quick. Ah, that hasn't happened in a while. Of course, my long-term viewers, my loyal subscribers who've watched a lot of my videos know that that was my insulin alarm. I am a type 1 diabetic. I have to take insulin regularly, 5 times a day, and sometimes while I'm recording videos, my alarm goes off. I have the alarm set to remind me, oh hey, it's time for you to take your medicine. Believe me, it's, you know, given how forgetful I am, having a reminder to take my drugs is a good thing. But I am in the middle of this, but that's okay. Waiting an hour. You know, I don't know if you guys have figured it out. You guys probably have figured it out, but I record an hour at a time and then break them up into 2 half-hour episodes. or close to half hour. Sometimes it's like 28 minutes, sometimes it's 27 minutes, depending on how long I actually record, because sometimes my hour is only like 40 minutes. It happens. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, waiting an hour to take my insulin is not going to kill me. All right. This one. Okay, let's see. Paths, reeling and elevated. Here we go. Boom and boom. There we go. Okay. Now, back to construction. This isn't going to take very long to build. This is a very simple, a very simply designed building, and so it's going to take no time at all to put in place. Close enough. Now, roof. And I'm going to put this on the corner, but I'm going to make it a short one so it looks better, I guess. Wait. No, wrong one. Will be the big one. No, I don't want the big one though. That's the thing. I want all right. Well, I'll put up with it. There. And then we'll put that down. And where am I looking? Where am I looking? I know it's here somewhere. There. That's not even. Dang it. I hate when it does this and it's like, no, I'm not going to cooperate. Why would I ever want to cooperate? I don't know, to make my life easier, but of course this game does not exist to make my life easier, does it? You were not put on this earth to get it, Mr. Burton. And that's another movie reference, and if you haven't seen Big Trouble in Little China, go forth and see Big Trouble in Little China. It's a movie from the 80s, starred Kurt Russell and James Hong, the immortal James Hong. He is just so wonderful. Even if you don't know who James Hong is, you know who James Hong is. Let me put it that way, because he is he's literally the actor who has the most credits in Hollywood. I'm not kidding. He does. He has the most credits, the most acting credits in Hollywood. He's, or at least the actor who's alive today who has the most credits in Hollywood. And he's been in everything, and you have seen this man. You really have. I know you have. Because, like I said, he's been in everything. He's like the quintessential old Chinese actor. You know, if you need an old, tall, skinny Chinese dude, James Hong is your man. The irony being that James Hong was born in Minneapolis, and his natural accent is the Minnesota accent. You know, like the one from Fargo. And I know that's North Dakota, but you know, it's the same accent in Minnesota. When he talks, and it's not him trying to be an old Chinese man, he speaks with that you know, that central northern accent that you hear, like I said, in Fargo, which is a bit freaky to see coming out of a Chinese gentleman's mouth, to be honest. But hey, you know, there was a stand-up comedian, I cannot remember his name, but he was a Korean American, and his family had been in the United States for about 100 years, and he spoke with a distinct Texas twang, and it was, you know, you can't help the accent that you were born with. Okay, I'm going to do this real quick because I don't like the way that looks, but that's okay. We're going to do it the hard way. Okay. No, you know what? No, we're not going to use the African posts. We're going to use this one. Okay, let's turn it just a little so it's kind of at a right angle here. Close enough. I wonder. Let me look at the other pillars. I just want a undecorated. That's too thin. It's too short. Again, too short. It's got that thing in the middle there. Well, I may just have to go with the African pillar. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? So, okay, and then we will go ahead and we'll click on these, because now what we want to do is this stuff. There. We'll do it again. This is going to be slow because I've got to click on all four of them every time I make a copy. And we'll copy them and move them. May have to to adjust those ones in the middle there. Alright, and then one more set right here. Right there. Close enough. Okay, in here, what I want, tell me what you want, what you really, really want. Let's look, I'm looking for wall decorations. Okay, we're going to use the African theme. I don't see exactly what I'm looking for, but you know what? That's okay. I can come up with other things. So this is going to be an observation platform for the guests, obviously. They will be able to see the elephants. And these are the African elephants. You know, there will be a separate habitat for the Indian elephants, naturally. Okay, let's look at more wall decorations. Decoration. It's very impressive, but I don't think I want to use it here. Lion mask, stick panel, bamboo. Okay. Up, and there we go. Now what we need is a sign. We're going to use just a basic sign. I want to move it here. Have two of them, one there and one here. And we're also going to have an education speaker. And we will detail those out later on. Now, back to these fences. I know you thought, well, gee, you didn't finish your fences. Well, yeah, that's because I reached this point and I wanted to get this done. Trust me, there's a method to my madness. Sometimes it seems like I build things in random order, but believe me, there's a plan. I do think these out. Sometimes, I have to admit, not always. Sometimes I wing it. You know, I'm like, okay, what do I want to do? You know what? Let's do this. This looks good. Or, okay, I've got this amount of space, and this is the critter that I want to include in this episode. So let's see what I can come up with. But in this case, I actually had a plan for what I wanted to do with the habitat. And personally, I think it's going to work out just fine. Okay, you, rocks. Let's see. You and you and you. I want you to drop into the ground a little, and then I want you to move this way a little, maybe that way a little. We can raise you up just a touch. Right. And then this, we will click on this fence one more time, create one last copy of it. Well, we'll bring it back this way too, I think. Okay, and then we'll do the rock thing again. Oh, listen to my voice. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to strain my voice too much, but, you know, I'm sick and it's my voice. What do you want? Let me get a drink of water real quick. My God, I'm beginning to sound like a stereotypical gangster from a 1930s film. Hey, Rocco, you want us to go put a little pressure on the guy? It's funny. I have to admit, I'm a wimp when I'm sick. Especially when I really don't feel good, I will, whine. I will be like, I don't want to do that. I'm a baby. It's not impressive at all. Not impressive in the least. I will say this is coming along just exactly like I want it. I have no complaints at all so far. This is exactly how I wanted it. Alright, fine, fair enough. Alright, so we have an observation tower. And I'm thinking about just leaving this open instead of like putting it in glass or something. I think it would work. Let's see, do not feed the animals. Yeah. I'll probably put a park bench or two up here. I mean, the park benches are nice. It's not exactly where I wanted it, but it'll happen. It'll work. And let's put a trash can up here because people will litter everywhere if you let them. And another trash can and bench combo. And over here I want educational board. Yeah, okay, that'll work. And it's going to be poaching. Okay. Now for the rest of the habitat. Elephants being elephants need big barriers. I'm not going I'm not going to lie, these are tough, strong animals. And so I want to have at least some decent looking fencing around this habitat. I did find, I had some ideas on that. It's going to take a little while to actually put them together because, this is another construction project where, like these wooden fences, we're going to make some concrete walls. we'll see if my concrete walls can hold African elephants. I believe that they can, because if I remember the way that construction pieces work as zoo barriers, I think it'll be fine. Okay. Now, okay. Besides, we may end up. What kind of fence do the elephants need after all? What level? I need grade 4, at least 2 meters. Okay. What are the grade 4? Grade 6. Grade 2's chain link. Red brick. Grade 4 steel mesh. You know what? I may do. Oh yeah, no, that's gonna work. I know what I'm gonna do now. I was gonna make concrete barriers, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have one of those cases where the construction barrier. Oh, is the theme on? Yeah, the theme was on. Okay, the construction barrier. Can I color concrete? Yes, I can. The construction barrier is the basis for the rest of the barrier. I'll show you what I mean in a second. All right. These rocks enough? Yeah, these rocks here are good enough to serve as a natural barrier for the elephant. But what I'm going to do is this. All right. Oh, that's just not right. Hold on. What the hell? Let's try this again. Yeah, okay, that'll work this time. All right. And we'll just follow it around. Like so. All right. Yeah, trees. No, damn it. What in the hell? Why is that not, Don't fight me on this. This is supposed to be a simple build. It's one of those cases where it's like, yes, it's a simple build, but it has many parts, and thus it's not that simple. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put down, you know, this is gonna be a half-meter tall basic wall around the habitat, and then it's gonna be electrified steel mesh running through it. Tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fast forward through putting down this this portion of the habitat, so it doesn't take that long, you know, in your perspective. And you just you know, hang on, and I'll see you on the other side when I get done with this. Okie doke. I'll see you then. Okay, and we're back. Thank you very much for your patience. Now what we're going to do is we're going to adjust the barriers naturally. One small problem, not much of a problem, just a tiny problem. And that is that we're going to bring this... No, we're not, apparently. Okay. That... No. I was right in the first place. I just want to bring it around to there. There we go. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to adjust the barriers. I've got this barrier running through here, but what I want it to do is basically run through the fence. Run through the fence. Listen to me. Like that makes any sense at all. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay. Let's steel mesh electric. I need this to be electric now. And we will raise it to the height of, I will just go to the top of the log there, like that. So, we're going to adjust these. You know, and so it's going to go around like this. You know, let's do this real quick. And we're making this electric. And it didn't go electric, which means at least at some point it is too close to the path. So let's do... Oh, it's even under the path. That would explain it. Okay, I need to just move this stuff all around. All right, this is going to be a little bit of a chore also. Let's see, I'm coming up on an hour. There we go. So, yeah, I'm going to adjust these barriers. This is going to be a longer build, I think, than what we normally do. This may even go into 3 episodes, which would be unusual. I don't think we've had, except for maybe the cave, I don't think we've had a 3-episode build on this, on the Jungle Zoo before. But that's alright. I know it can't be that exciting watching me lay down fence or whatever. So, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go ahead and end this session here. And what we will do is when we come back, I will continue working on the African elephant habitat, and I'll go ahead and finish the fencing off screen so that you guys don't have to be bored to tears watching me lay down fences. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this, even if, you know, I understand it wasn't the most exciting. We didn't get the animals in like we normally do, but that's all right. It'll happen in its own time. So, you know, thank you for watching. I appreciate your time and your attention. If you did like the video, please hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Yes, past tense, subscribe. Be kind to one another out there, guys. Kindness can change the world. You know I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.